Hi, all. Welcome back. We are going to talk about a few things today that we did this last week. More fun and games here at Rustic Cedar Homestead. First of all, we're going to talk about something we were doing in the greenhouse to help. Yes, the spider mites are still here.
Getting rid of the trees. I thought that's what we're doing.
We're not getting rid of any more trees. All of these, well, most of these don't have spider mites. But so we're going to talk about one of those, something we're doing in the greenhouse. We're also going to talk a little bit about the chicks. And then we did really good and went out and explored a little.
Let's see. We had our first frost warning on Friday night. It got down to 35 degrees.
Yeah.
And we were out with friends and got back here, at like 9:30 at night after a full day of activities.
It was like 10:45 that we got back.
What? Oh,
the concert was over at
Oh, yeah. It was
9.
Yeah. So we were out putting frost cover on tomatoes.
Yeah, at 11 o'clock
and
at night.
Cucumbers.
And how we know it got down to 35 was that we have a weather station that's out sitting in the garden practically, and it tells us exactly what the temperature is out there. So we were lucky. Some people weren't so lucky. Kristen and Adam said that they had lost some stuff.
Oh, they did?
Because it froze.
Well, and I think the reason why, because it said in our area it was 31 degrees. But our outdoor garden is on a southerly facing slope. And I think 4 degrees.
I think that does make a difference. Because then at the bottom of the slope, it's like a cold sink. So all the cold air is pulled down to the bottom of the hill. Oh, there's a chicken wanting to come in and... Did you want to come in and join us? You can't come in here.
This isn't going to be your winter home.
So, we don't like to use chemicals. We try to do everything as naturally and as organically as we can. But the spider mites are just intense right now. They really like hot and dry, and it's not dry in here. Like the humidity in here is like 85% or higher all the time. So I did find something called Pure Crop 1. It's a insecticide, miticide, fungicide. It's OMRI listed, so it's for organic use. So what interested me about it is, so you put it in a little sprayer, you mix 1 ounce with a gallon of water, and then you spray it on the plants. It's just a foliar spray. And
oh yeah, your sprayer. You know how many years I've been using sprayers, and she gets.
I got a nice one. Do you want to grab it and show it?
Well, where's the battery?
Oh yeah, so
she got a battery
goes on the front there.
Sprayer.
So hold on.
What?
So it's a gallon of water, and then you put in 1 ounce of this Pure Crop 1, and so if you've ever used neem oil or some kind of horticultural oil, it doesn't really mix with the water. It just kind of beads up and floats on top. And so then you really wonder, are you getting the neem oil or the horticultural oil, enough of it on the plant? Well, so that's what interested me about this, is that, so if you know anything about water, it has a high surface tension that wants to make it like bead up and like stay together, right? Well, the thing you want to do with the oil is get it so it spreads out all over the leaves of the plant. With regular water, that doesn't work. So by using this Pure Crop 1, it's a natural molecule called a colloidal micelle. And so it reduces the surface tension of the water, so that when you mix in the Pure Crop 1, it's actually mixed in all of the water. It's not just floating on top. and you get, the first plant you spray gets all of the oil. So I did that 4 or 5 times last week because there's a lot of leaves in here, as you can see behind us. And it's mostly these cucumbers that they're annihilating. And they don't look too bad right now.
No.
I mean, I've still seen a few spider mites on it, but the other plants in here, I have not seen spider mites on again. That's not to say I won't. I don't believe for a second they're gone, because it's been 3 years of spider mites. But I think, maybe if I can get it to a once a week treatment, that things will stay healthy enough in here. So that's the big deal that's been going on in the greenhouse. Nina comes out here every night, and I've been doing about 3 ounces. So I do 3 different fills. I fill that thing 3 times, and then I spray as much of the south bed as I can get, and as much of the north bed, and then I really go to town on the cucumbers. So you really have to coat the leaves, and it's so hard when I planted them so close together. How'd you get out? Evie, leave it.
Oh, another thing. Yes, we had to move the chicks. They were just getting way too big. Do you have a little video clip of them? How big they are?
Don't you remember me carrying around the tripod saying, wait, let me turn the camera on?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I'm recording now, just so you know. Here, wait, don't take that off yet.
Anyways, they're in the garden in a fenced-in area.
Let's put them over. You should dump them out.
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh.
Does it seem like they can fit through there? I don't think they can. Oh, yep. She was trying.
Oh, goodness.
Shit.
So we need more fencing. Grab me that. So what I was thinking was we would just put it here, but what's going to be easier to open and close it?
Oh, have it out here.
Yeah.
This, yeah.
So we were going to put a piece of insulation or
So they don't get rained on?
something.
Yeah.
So I think they're much more happy being in there.
Yeah. I worry a little about having them in
But of
the
course,
garden,
we wait until it's 7 o'clock at night or something, and it takes 2 hours. I mean,
well, I thought it would just take 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, everything is just going to be 20, 30 minutes.
And 2 hours later, you're in the dark.
Well, it's because, we had to clip the sections of fence together, and then they were trying to run through the garden fence into where the other chickens are, so we had to find chicken wire to put up.
We underestimated their ability to get through that fence.
Yeah, otherwise a couple of them were almost through the garden fence in with the other chickens.
Yeah, you'd think they would be afraid to go in by the big chickens.
Yeah.
But no, that one was just there.
And I'd worry,
and determined.
They need to get to know them a little first, and I'd think they'd maybe peck them to death.
Yeah. So we've got them where they can see each other.
Yeah,
so they're getting to know each other.
They're in a big area, pretty big area now.
How long do you think they'll be there? That's code for when will the winter coop be done.
Yeah. Well, when you get all the materials this weekend and finish the exterior of the coop.
Does there have to be an exterior for them to move in?
What?
I was thinking it should actually be the fencing that needs to be done first.
Oh, yeah.
Because then they could be in there.
You gotta get it sided so you can't get through.
Oh yeah, and they'd try to eat the insulation anyway. Did you hear that? There's a frog. There's like 3 frogs in that.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, they're like big, giant frogs. We homeschool, if you don't know, and we started our first week of school. We're calling it a soft start. You know, with the market going on, it makes it kind of crazy. You know how everybody puts on Facebook and Instagram their first day of school photos? Well, we have Owen in 7th grade. We have Eric, who is a freshman in college. And Kyle is actually an assistant para, and this is his 2nd year at Denfeld High School. I'm not usually one to put up first day of school photos, but I just thought this was too cute because they're still all, you know, at a school in some form.
Right.
But one cool thing we did we have kind of a homeschool group that we do stuff with. And one of the moms knows somebody at the Superior Police Department, and she got them to like set up an evidence technology day. So we got to go and like do our fingerprints, and they used, what was the other thing he told you?
Swabbed.
Oh yeah, we swabbed for DNA, and then they used some kind of light and looked for like blood splatters and saliva and stuff. It was really cool. So that really kind of now pushed us into feeling like, yep, school has started again.
We've been free ranging the chickens, and so we thought, well, maybe they're laying eggs, you know, outside in different places because we haven't been getting many in the coop.
That's an understatement. We've been getting, some days it was like 2.
Yeah. Hot summer.
Well, and we have 23 chickens. So 2 eggs was
well, yeah,
concerning.
so we were having to hunt eggs outside of the fenced in area, and sure enough we found a bunch. Didn't you find 7 in one spot?
Yep. Yeah, really thistly, pokey spot too to get at. So other than finding eggs outside, we've been finding a lot of tomatoes and cucumbers outside and inside the greenhouse. Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, it's on.
Look, Joel, I closed the pruners. Now I'm hanging them up. So these English cucumbers, they like to just be out in the fridge with nothing on them. So that's how I've experienced it. They like to just be put in the fridge just like this. And these little ones, these snackers, I just put these in a plastic bag in the fridge. They like a little more humidity. And these will all keep for a week, looking really good. You know, after a week, the English cucumbers, they can start to look a little less smooth, be a little less firm, but still taste really good. And the same with these little snackers. I bet I can keep a bag of these in the fridge. For 2 weeks, looking really good, and still be something we're eating in a month. now for the outside cucumbers. This is a lot of pickling cucumbers, which I've gotten a lot of this year. We've made a lot of pickles. I'd like to have one more round, so hopefully we have more pickles out here, or cucumbers. I guess I do have some of the English cucumbers out here too. They don't do as well out here. They get like this. And I think it's just inconsistent watering, you know, because I don't water out here hardly at all. And that's fine. Like I said, we eat the ugly stuff. Here's another example of that. And I do always try to pull these off the vine because, they're not going to get any better. And I want the plants to be working on the other fruit. I've still got lots of flowers in here, so these are perfect for making the little dill pickles. I think this is a Persian pickling, but they're really nice for that. I sell the little snack size cucumbers also in a little, what I call a snack pack at the market. So sometimes when I see them this size, they're about the size of my hand. Instead of using them as pickling, I will just stick them in those little snack packs. Because this is another one that doesn't get a lot of seeds. The last pickles I made, I used what is called a low temp pasteurization process. So you don't actually, it's like water bathing, but you only get it to 180 degrees, and it worked great. Everything sealed was my big concern. I did have to really watch the temperature close. I couldn't use my electric canner, which is fine. I sat on the porch with a pot on a flame and worked on a video. But I've just been using a 5-gallon pail that I had some salt water in, threw the cucumbers in there, and they lasted in there for a week. I don't know that I'd go any longer than that, but then when I canned the pickles, I had 8 pounds of pickles rather than 3 or 4. And the reason that people like this low pasteurization or low temperature pasteurization is because it makes for crispier pickles over the long run. And here I am pickling cucumbers without gloves again. You see how I wanted to do something new at the market, at the always raining on Thursdays market.
Well, for the last,
5 weeks of wet
Thursdays.
We're on the way to the market today. That's where the market is, right about up there. It's not supposed to rain today. Then again, it is market day. What, are we gonna have a tornado at the market?
I said you jinxed it.
I did. I sent out an email earlier this week that says, "Oh, looks like we're gonna have a dry market finally."
No, when we were pulling out,
What did I say?
I said it looks like those clouds are gonna rain, and you said nah, they don't have rain on them. And then 20 seconds later, it started raining.
There was like a 12% chance of rain today.
Yeah, and you jinxed it.
And I don't even see any blue sky. It'll just be a wet setup, but a dry market. Because we got lots of stuff to sell. Although it's getting better now because it was just raining during the setup and the market was dry.
You could call it like Wet and Wild.
Yeah, right.
Farmers market.
Ridiculous. But we're really grateful to all the people who are still coming out to support all of our farmers and artisans. We have some excellent bakers, excellent farmers. And
do you want to talk about where we went with our friends?
Yeah. Well, as you know, one of our goals, we consider it a successful week if we've gone off and explored something. So our best friends, Tim and Donna, came up for the weekend, and we took them to Gooseberry State Park. If you've never been there, it's on the north shore of Lake Superior. Beautiful state park.
Yeah, that might be the way to go.
Tim used to be a geologist, so we felt like we had to go back to Black Beach and show him Black Beach.
Well, aren't you always a geologist if you were one?
Yeah, I guess you're right. He is a geologist. He just doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's not his job anymore. Now he's stuck. Just take your shoes off. But we took them to Black Beach, where Donna and I almost lost our shoes because we took them off and then a wave came and almost washed them into the lake.
Alright, I'll take my... Oh, I can't. I've got my long socks on. I've got my long socks on.
I'm coming, Joel! I'm coming!
Oh my God.
So then we had wet feet for the concert. Have you heard of?
Yeah. What?
I know, it's so hard, right?
Have you heard
Well,
of...
you can't interrupt me because I can't edit that.
Hush, then. I'm just kidding. Have you heard of Martin Zeller and the Hardways? He used to be part of the Gear Daddies, which was a fun band back in the 90s.
He got no money, nothing to do. Still to see him, Charlie Brown. Cause I wanna drive a Zamboni. Yeah, I wanna drive a Zamboni. Wouldn't it feel to easily so living that I cry, so soft and sad I believe.
And then we rounded out the weekend going to visit Eric, who is in Ashland, Wisconsin. And he's going to school there at Northland College. And Bayfield, Wisconsin isn't far from there. I don't know if you know the Apostle Islands, Madeline Island. It's kind of a famous touristy spot up here, and we had never been to Bayfield. So we went and visited Eric and went to Bayfield, did all the touristy things there. So it was kind of a fun touristy weekend.
Mine has pieces of Oreo in it. I got the better one.
Well, as you'll notice, we are sitting in our greenhouse. This is a greenhouse in the snow kit. It is 72 feet long and
77 by 14.
It's 72 because it's 6-foot increments.
Oh.
And 4 feet deep. So these walls you see behind us are 4 feet deep. And if you want to see a video of us struggling to put this thing together, go here. And thanks for watching. If you're new here, we hope you'll subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.